Hello and welcome. Welcome to learning session number 3 of chapter number 2 of geometry, which is Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So today our objective is going to be students will be able to solve problems based on geometric mean. Okay. So for us to begin solving questions on geometric mean, we need to first know what is geometric mean, right? So say for example, I give you this question. Okay. I ask you this question. What is the mean of 2 and 8? What will you do? If I ask you to calculate the mean of 2 and 8, what will you do? What most people will do is they will add 2 plus 8 and divide it by 2. There are two numbers that you're adding, so you'll divide it by 2. So 2 plus 8 you get as 10 and divide by 2, 10 divided by 2 you get as 5. So the mean of 2 and 8 will be 5. Okay. Next, what if I ask you what is the geometric mean of 2 and 8? First, I only asked you mean, right? Now I'm asking what is the geometric mean. So whenever someone asks you what is the geometric mean of any two numbers, the way you solve that question or the way you answer it is you will multiply those two questions and take out the square root. Okay, so what is 2 into 8? 2 into 8 is 16 and take it square root. Okay, so square root of 16 is 4. 4 4 is 16. So the geometric mean of 2 and 8 is 4. Then what was this mean? So this mean was arithmetic mean. Okay, इसका एक स्पेशल नेम है arithmetic mean और even average. Statistics में हम लोग ने जो mean निकाला था that was arithmetic mean. हम लोग जब average निकालते हैं average score, average marks, average runs for example, all those are arithmetic means. Okay, but geometric mean is a little different. Arithmetic means where you add all the numbers and divide by the numbers you have added. Okay, whereas in the geometric mean you multiply the numbers and take the square root. Okay, if there are two numbers, you'll take square root. If there are three numbers you're multiplying, you'll take the cube root. If you are multiplying four numbers, you'll take the fourth root, so on and so forth. So that is called as geometric mean. Okay, so 2 and 8 का arithmetic mean 5 है and 2 and 8 का geometric mean 4 है. Again, why do we have two different types of means? Arithmetic mean कहीं पे ज्यादा यूजफुल होता है, geometric mean कहीं दूसरी जगह पे ज्यादा यूजफुल होता है. Okay, where is geometric mean used? Very easy application of that is in right angle triangles, which we are going to see today. Okay, so let us see the theorem of geometric mean for right angle triangles. What does the theorem say? I'm not going to read this out. What I want you to do is pause the video here and read this entire statement. Okay, and once you have read this entire statement, again play the video. I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video here and read the entire statement. Okay, okay, I hope you're done reading the statement. I'll read the statement once for your in a right angle triangle, the perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse from the opposite vertex is the geometric mean of the segments into which the hypotenuse is divided. I hope किसी को कुछ समझा नहीं होगा क्योंकि मैं भी explain करने वाला. Okay, again it's a very complicated sentence. You all need to understand. You all need to have a practice. You need to develop that skill of converting a sentence in English into mathematics. Okay, so first they're talking about right angle triangles, right? So let us first draw a right angle triangle. So this is our right angle triangle RQP or PQR. Okay, so this is our right angle triangle. Why have we drawn this? We'll see later. But the bigger triangle outside is our right angle triangle. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, also यहाँ पे कॉमा आ गया, right? कॉमा आ गया यानी ये तुम्हारा गिवन पार्ट हो जाएगा, ये तुम्हारा इफ पार्ट होगा. If it is a right angle triangle, only then the theorem of geometric mean will be applicable. Okay. Now next, in the right angle triangle draw कर लिया. Next, the perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse from the side opposite vertex. तो सबसे पहले the vertex क्या होता है? Okay, so all the corners of a triangle are known as vertex. So R is a vertex, P is a vertex, and Q is a vertex. So what are they drawing? Perpendicular segment to the hypotenuse. तो ये hypotenuse क्या है हमारा? RP है या PR, whatever. So PR is our hypotenuse, right? तो उस hypotenuse पे हम लोग एक और perpendicular segment draw कर रहे हैं. कहां से draw कर रहे हैं? Opposite vertex से. So PR का opposite vertex कौन सा है? Opposite यानी उसके सामने वाला. So PR के सामने कौन सा vertex है? Q. तो Q से एक perpendicular draw कर देंगे hypotenuse के ऊपर. That's what they are saying here. The perpendicular segment drawn to the hypotenuse from the opposite vertex. ये तुम्हारा hypotenuse है, उस पे एक perpendicular segment draw करना है from the opposite vertex. तो हम लोग ने QS draw कर लिया. QS will be perpendicular to PR, right? According to the theorem. Next, कर लिया. उसके बाद क्या होगा? What is going to happen? So if this happens, then the geometric mean of the segments into which the hypotenuse is divided. Okay, what is यहाँ पे is लिखा है, right? क्या is है? The perpendicular segment. The perpendicular segment is geometric mean of segments into which hypotenuse is divided. Hypotenuse कौन से segments में divide किया? Hypotenuse ये perpendicular draw करने की वजह से PS और SR में divide हो चुका है, right? So ये PS और SR को वो लोग segments into which hypotenuse is divided बोल रहा है. Okay. Okay, now we'll start making or rather converting this sentence into an equation. Okay, so if हमारा कंडीशन क्या है, सबसे पहली बात तो राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल होना चाहिए और एक परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉन होना चाहिए हाइपोटेनस से हाइपोटेनस पे फ्रॉम इट्स ऑपोजिट वर्टेक्स. सो अवर इफ विल बिकम इफ इन अ राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल PQR यहाँ पे है, PQR सबसे बड़ा वाला ट्राइंगल, बाहर वाला ट्राइंगल, तो राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल हो गया. नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट QS परपेंडिकुलर टू हाइपोटेनस PR. QS जो है हाइपोटेनस PR को परपेंडिकुलर, ये हम लोग का गिवन पार्ट होगा, ये हम लोग का इफ पार्ट होगा. जब ये ट्रू होगा तभी आगे का स्टेटमेंट ट्रू होगा. ओके, so this is our condition which has to be met so that we can apply the theorem of geometric mean. So if this is true, then what is going to happen? Then the perpendicular segment, what is the perpendicular segment? Perpendicular segment is QS. तो यहाँ पे QS लिख दिया, स्क्वायर क्यों लिखा है we'll see later. Okay, but बात किसकी हो रही है? परपेंडिकुलर सेगमेंट, तो हमारा QS है. QS यहाँ पे आ गया, फिर बाद में आया is यानी इक्वल टू. ओके, is the geometric mean of segments into which hypotenuse is divided. Hypotenuse कौन से segments पे divided है? PS and SR. तो PS and SR को multiply कर दिया and generally we take the square root, right? Geometric mean बोला, right? They have said that QS is the geometric mean. So for finding geometric mean, you multiply the two numbers and take square root. But square root थोड़ा complicated लगता है, right? So to make it easier, what we do is square on both sides. So LHS में QS के पे QS square आ जाएगा और यहाँ का जो square root है वो हट जाएगा. Okay, so either you can write QS is equal to square root of PS into SR, or another way to write the same thing is QS square is equal to PS into SR. पिछले स्लाइड में भी यहाँ पे I could write 4 square is equal to 2 into 8, or I could write square root of 2 into 8 is equal to 4. Both of them are same. Okay, just so that we can avoid the square root sign, हम लोग ने दोनों तरफ स्क्वायर ले लिया. So this is your theorem of geometric mean. तुम्हें क्या याद करना है? तुम्हें बस इतना याद करना है, whenever in a right angle triangle hypotenuse पे अगर कोई altitude या फिर कोई परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ कर दिया उसके ऑपोजिट वर्टेक्स से, तो जो नया परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ किया है तुमने, दैट विल बी द ज्योमेट्रिक मीन ऑफ दीज टू स्मॉल पार्ट्स. तो SQ स्क्वायर विल बी इक्वल टू PS इनटू SR. ये तुम्हें याद रखना है. ओके, ज्योमेट्रिक मीन क्यों बोलते हैं इसको थ्योरम ज्योमेट्रिक मीन? बिकॉज यहाँ पे इफ यू सी QS जो कि यहाँ पे है इज द ज्योमेट्रिक मीन ऑफ PS एंड SR. इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके स्क्वायर रूट लेने के बाद QS आएगा, राइट? सो QS इज आवर ज्योमेट्रिक मीन. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज theorem of geometric mean. Okay, the theorem sounds very complicated, but अगर एक बार तुम्हें फिगर बाय हार्ट हो गया कि ये जो सेगमेंट है इसका स्क्वायर विल बी इक्वल टू दिस इनटू दिस, बस इतना ही तुम्हें याद करना है. ओके, then solving the problems becomes very easy. Okay, so now let us start solving problems in the practice set. Okay, great. So this is our first problem. In the adjoining figure, which is this, एंगल MNP is equal to 90 degrees. MNP यानी इस एंगल की बात हो रही है, ये एंगल 90 डिग्रीज है. ओके, सेग NQ परपेंडिकुलर टू सेग MP. सो NQ यहाँ पे है, MP यहाँ पे है, तो NQ is perpendicular to MP. That's what they have said. Finally MQ is equal to 9. तो ये जो छोटा पार्ट है ये 9 है. QP is equal to 4. ये जो छोटा पार्ट है is equal to 4. Find NQ. तो डायरेक्ट एप्लीकेशन ऑफ थ्योरम ऑफ ज्योमेट्रिक मीन. तो क्या स्टेप्स होंगे? फर्स्ट टू राइट गिवन, जो तुम लोग का इफ पार्ट है. ओके, क्या क्या इफ पार्ट में दो कंडीशंस होते हैं. इट शुड बी राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल एंड देयर शुड बी अ परपेंडिकुलर ऑन द हाइपोटेनस. ये दो कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो गए, व्हिच इज द इफ पार्ट ऑफ द थ्योरम that will come in given, and both of them are given in the question. Then you apply the geometric mean theorem. Okay, then just substitute, calculate and put the final answer in pencil box. Very easy. Okay, so let's start solving the question now. Given में सबसे पहले you have to say that this is a right angle triangle, right? So you say in triangle MNP, यानी ये जो बड़ा triangle है, angle MNP is equal to 90 degree. MNP, which is this angle, is 90 degree. And that's not the only condition which needs to be satisfied. What is the another condition? हाइपोटेनस पे एक परपेंडिकुलर होना चाहिए. सो यू ऑल्सो से NQ is perpendicular to MP. NQ यहाँ पे है, perpendicular to MP, which is over here. सो हाइपोटेनस पे एक परपेंडिकुलर चीज भी आ गई, परपेंडिकुलर सेगमेंट भी आ गया. सो ऑल दिस वाज गिवन. और जब तुम इफ वाला पार्ट लिखोगे तभी तुम देन वाला पार्ट लिख सकते हो, राइट? सो इफ पार्ट इज met, the condition is met, now you can apply theorem of geometric means, which is the then part of geometric mean theorem. Okay, so because of this, what can you write? You can write this equation: nq square is equal to mq into qp. mq यहाँ पे है, देखो nq square is equal to mq, ये जो छोटा सेगमेंट है, multiplied by qp. Okay, and you will write the reason as theorem of geometric mean. Now just substitute and calculate. I think now you can do this by yourself. Okay, I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to substitute all the values. You know mq का value यहाँ पे substitute कर दो, you know qp का value यहाँ पे substitute कर दो, find nq. I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video here and do the solving by yourself. Okay, the last two steps, and then we will cross check the answers. Okay, I hope you have tried to do the calculation by yourself. Now let us cross check the answers. Okay, now first you'll do substitution, right? mq के जगह पे क्या लिखोगे? mq. Okay, before that they've taken square root on both sides. Okay, you can either take square root as the first step or you can take square root as your last step. Both of them work. Okay, great. So you have taken square root, so nq square का nq हो गया and mq into qp का square root हो गया. Okay, now what is mq? mq is 9, तो यहाँ पे आ गया. qp is 4, यहाँ पे आ गया. Now take square root. 9 का square root क्या है? 3. 4 का square root क्या है? 2. Or else you could also multiply these two. Okay, so 9 4 जा क्या है? 9 4 जा is 36. 36 का square root क्या होता? 6. वैसे भी कर सकते हो, या फिर you just take square root of them individually. 9 का square root 3, 4 का square root 2, so 3 4s are 2. Your final answer will be nq is equal to 6 units, and you have to put this in pencil box. Okay, very simple sum, right? You just need to remember diagram में how will the geometric mean का equation look like. Always this perpendicular on the hypotenuse, उसका square लेना है and उसको equal किसके करना है? ये जो दो segments मिल जाते हैं hypotenuse के, उससे उन दोनों को एक दूसरे से multiply करना है. So इसका square will be on LHS and ये दो sides का multiplication will be on RHS, जैसे हम लोग ने यहाँ पे किया. Okay, that's all you need to remember. The sums are very easy based on this. Let us try one more sum. That's question number 3. Okay, so in the adjoining figure, angle QPR is equal to 90. QPR ये बड़ा वाला triangle में ये जो angle है वो 90 degree है. Then PM perpendicular to QR. PM is here, QR is the hypotenuse. तो hypotenuse पे एक perpendicular भी आ गया. Q dash M dash R. So Q dash M dash R का मतलब क्या है? Q, M and R, all of them lie on the same line. That's the meaning of Q dash M dash R. PM is equal to 10. They have put it here. QM is equal to 8. They have put it here. Find QR. QR तुम्हें find out करने जो सब ये जो base है बड़े वाले triangle का. Okay, again you can very easily see here यहाँ पे कैसे geometric mean apply होगा. यहाँ पे एक perpendicular आ गया hypotenuse पे. So we'll take it square. This square will be equal to this multiplied by this. एक बार ये पार्ट आ गया, so you have to find QR, right? Find क्या करने बोले? QR. So what will be QR? QM plus MR will be QR. So तुम्हें बस ये find out करना है, MR. एक बार MR find out हो गया, you can just add both of them to get QR, right? MR कैसे आएगा? Using geometric mean theorem. So again, I think you all have got a hang of how to solve problems based on geometric mean. So again, I would encourage you all to pause the video here and try to solve it by yourself. You can also see the steps. I've all put down all the steps over here. You can see the previous sum and try to solve this by yourself and then cross check whether your answer is coming correct or not. If you do it correctly, your confidence is going to increase. If you do a mistake, you commit a mistake somewhere, then you're going to improve because you now know where you're making mistakes and you can improve it. Okay, so I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video and solve the sum by yourself. Okay, I hope you pause the video and have the solution ready in your notebooks. Okay, now let us check the answers. So first you'll have to write given में दो parts होते हैं, that the triangle has to be a right angle triangle, and the second thing is there should be a perpendicular on the hypotenuse. So both of them were given in the question. In triangle PQR जो बड़ा वाला triangle है, angle QPR is equal to 90. QPR is equal to 90. ये हमें question में दिया था, QPR is equal to 90, right? So that was given. Another thing, PM perpendicular to QR, and QR is the hypotenuse. So PM sec PM perpendicular to sec QR. Again, that was given, and both the conditions have been met. Only when these two conditions are met, we can use geometric mean theorem, right? Now we are ready to use the geometric mean theorem, the then part of geometric mean theorem. Okay, so what will you write? PM square is equal to QM into MR. So PM square is equal to QM into MR. Okay, theorem of geometric mean will be the reason for it. Now just substitute and calculate. You know PM is equal to 10, वो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. QM is equal to 8, यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. You have to find MR. Okay, so PM स्क्वायर की यहाँ पे 10 स्क्वायर आ गया क्योंकि PM 10 था. QM के यहाँ पे 8 आ गया. MR वैसे के वैसे लिख दिया. So what is 10 square? 10 square is 100. And how will you find MR? 8 यहाँ पे मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, वहां पे जाके डिवाइड हो जाएगा. So MR will be 10 square which is 100 divided by 8. So यहाँ पे लिखा है. What is 100 divided by 8? 12.5. Please do this calculation by yourself. Okay, 100 divided by 8, 12.5 कैसे आता है? So you get MR is equal to 12.5 units. So MR मिल गया 12.5 units. But तुम्हें पूछा क्या क्वेश्चन में? QR. QR, how will you get? QM plus MR. So that is your final step over here. Okay, QR is equal to QM plus MR. QR is equal to QM, this smaller part, plus MR, this smaller part. Okay, what will be the reason? Q dash M dash R. वो भी क्वेश्चन में दिया था. Only when they are all 3 points are on the same line you can write that. Okay, छोटे छोटे segments को add करके बड़ा वाला segment मिलेगा. Only that is possible only when they are in the on the same line. Okay, now you just substitute. QM is equal to 8, which was given in the question. You can see it here. MR is equal to 12.5. We just found out, and then you have the QR, right? Now you have QR, so write the final answer. Final answer will be QR is equal to 20.5 units. Put this in pencil box. Okay, also always remember to write the units. Okay, यहाँ पे centimeter meter कुछ भी नहीं दिया, so you always write units when the units are not given. So yes, 20.5 is your final answer. Again, very simple sum, right? All you have to learn is how do you apply this geometric mean theorem. ये जो perpendicular आता है छोटा वाला नया ट्रायंगल के इनसाइड, उसका स्क्वायर कर दो और जो दो छोटे छोटे सेगमेंट्स बन जाते हैं हाइपोटेन्यूज के, उनको मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. दैट्स योर थ्योरम ऑफ ज्योमेट्रिक मीन. ओके, last sum for this learning session, last sum for this chapter as well. We are ending this chapter in this learning session because there are two practice sets, right? Practice set 1, practice set 2. The practice set 2 has been cancelled by the board for this year because of the coronavirus, right? So with this sum we will complete this chapter. Okay, so if you see in the what they've written in the question is, in figure 2.21, which is this, angle DEF is 90. Okay, what is DEF? DEF, sorry, this is DFE. Okay, so DFE, so DFE is 90. FG is perpendicular to ED. FG यहाँ पे है, ED यहाँ पे है. Okay, so perfect recipe for using geometric mean. हमें हमेशा पता होता है जब भी हाइपोटेन्यूज के ऊपर एक परपेंडिकुलर आ जाता है, उसका मतलब ज्योमेट्रिक मीन यहाँ पे यूज हो सकता है. ओके, देन दे हैव गिवन यू सम वैल्यूज. GD is equal to 8 यहाँ पे लिख दिया है. FG is equal to 12 यहाँ पे लिख दिया है. They have asked you to find EG. How will you find EG? You will use geometric mean, right? 12 square is equal to 8. 12 square is equal to 8 into EG, and from that you will be able to find geometric mean. Then they have asked FD. FD कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे. So see, this is a small right angle triangle, right? यहाँ पे तुम्हें ये side पता है, ये side पता है. This is the hypotenuse of the smaller triangle. So you have to use Pythagoras theorem one time and you will find DF in the smaller triangle. EF is here. ये तुम EG first step में ढूंढ लोगे, right? EG first step में ढूंढ लोगे. 12 was given in the question. Again, this is the hypotenuse of the left hand side right angle triangle. There are 3 right angle triangles over here. यहाँ पे एक बड़ा वाला right angle triangle है, यहाँ पे एक छोटा right angle triangle है और यहाँ पे एक right angle triangle है. So अभी इस वाले triangle में तुम्हें Pythagoras theorem use करके इसका hypotenuse find out करना है. So all of them you all know already how to use geometric mean, how to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm again going to pause. I'm again going to wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video and solve all 3 sums by yourself. This is pure calculation based sums. You all know how to write the answer. You all know which theorems are going to be used. Okay, so just try to write it in your notebooks and try to find the final answers, and then we will cross check. Okay. Okay, I hope you paused the video and have answers ready for all 3 answers, all 3 questions. Now let us start cross checking. Okay, so first you have to use geometric mean, right? So उसके लिए 2 conditions है. You first tell which triangle. So DEF, the बड़ा वाला triangle we are taking. Then angle DFE is 90 degrees. DFE is here. That was 90 degrees. It was given in the question. Then FG is perpendicular to DE. Again, this was given in the question. So all this was given in the question. This is the if part of geometric mean theorem. If this is true, then what comes next? The theorem of geometric mean, which is fg square will be equal to gd square, which is here, gd multiplied by eg. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. What they have written here is fg square is equal to gd square into eg square. Sorry, again, why am I saying square? I don't understand. Sorry. Fg square is equal to gd into eg. Okay, that's what they have written here according to theorem of geometric mean. Okay, now just substitute. Fg is given as 12, so you will have 12 square over here. Gd they have given as 8, so 8 will come here. Eg वैसे का वैसा, eg you have to find, right? So 12 square is 144. 8 is being multiplied over here. When it goes to the other side, it will get divided. So 144 divided by 8 comes to 18. Okay. So that's your first question. Again, put this in pencil box. Okay. Just check whether you have put this in pencil box. Check whether you have written the given part correctly. Check whether you have written the reasons for the first two steps. Okay. So first part is done. Second part. Now we have got Eg is equal to 18. Right. Let's just put that in the diagram so it's easy to visualize. So Eg को मैंने 18 डाल दिया. Okay. Now start solving the second question. You have to use Pythagoras theorem here, right? क्या पूछा है? FD पूछा है. So FD यहाँ पे है, तो ये छोटे वाले triangle में you have to use Pythagoras theorem. What is the condition for Pythagoras theorem? That the triangle should be right angle triangle, right? So tell which triangle you are taking. FGD. FGD is over here. You have taken that triangle. Which angle is 90 degree? FGD is 90 degree. Again, why is it 90 degree? ये question में दिया था, right? FG is perpendicular to ED. That was given in the question. That's why it's 90 degree. So you put that as given. So if part of Pythagoras theorem is done, now what is the then part? Use the Pythagoras theorem. FD square will be equal to GD square plus GF FG square. Okay. FD square is equal to FG square plus GD square. Now just substitute. FG you know is 12. GD you know as 8. So 12 square plus 8 square will be 144 plus 64. Adding both of them you get 208. Okay. And once you get FD is equal to 208, you have to just take square root. So this step is taking square root on both sides because you don't want FD square, you want FD. So you take square root. And how do you find the square root of this? You'll have to find factors. Okay, 208 के क्या factors है? So 208 के factors होंगे 4 into 4 into 13. You can cross check this. 4 into 4 into 13 comes out to be 208. Okay, so once you have that, अंदर जो 4 दो बार multiply हो रहा है बाहर आके एक बार हो जाएगा. And root 13 you cannot do anything about it. You'll have to just keep it as it is. So this is your final answer. Okay, FD is equal to 4 root 13 units. Second question is also done. FD का value find out कर ले. FD is over here. Let's put that value again in the diagram. So put 4 root 13 here in my diagram. Okay, so DF is equal to 4 root 13. Now we have to finally find EF. Where is EF? EF is over here. Okay, which hypotenuse, which triangle's hypotenuse is EF? It is the hypotenuse of this smaller triangle, right? So again, what do you have to do? You have to take you have to use Pythagoras theorem in this smaller triangle. Okay, so the condition for Pythagoras theorem first, in triangle EGF here is the smaller triangle. Which angle is 90 degree? EGF. Okay, this angle EGF. This angle is 90 degrees. So that was given in the question. Now use the Pythagoras theorem. EF square, which is here, is equal to EG square, which is over here, is plus FG square, which is over here. Now just substitute. EG square is equal to 18 square, right? Then FG square is equal to 12 square, which will be 324 plus 144. Okay, 18 square is 324, 12 square is 144. You add them, you get 468. Okay, now once you have 468, if you take square root on both sides, here you have got EF square is equal to 468. What do you want? You want EF, so you take square root on both sides. Square root will get cancelled, you will get EF, and here you will get 468 ka square root. Okay, again, how do you find the square root of 468? You'll have to find factors. So if you find factors of 468, you'll find the factors will come out to be 6 into 6 into 13. All of that will be inside the square root. So 6 into 6 अंदर दो बार multiply हो रहा है, बाहर आके एक बार multiply हो जाएगा, right? So you get 6 root 13 as your answer. 6 root 13, and they should go in pencil box. Okay, so that's it for this learning session. Just check whether you have achieved today's learning objective or not. Okay, students will be able to solve problems on geometric mean. So if I give you a question based on geometric mean, will you be able to solve that or not? You have to check for yourself. Okay, so with that, we have finished this learning session. We have finished this practice set we have also finished this chapter. The second practice set we are not going to do because it has been omitted from your syllabus because of the lockdown. Okay, so that's it for this learning session and this chapter. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see in the next chapter. Till then, see you guys. Bye. Peace.